Heritage Preservation Network's annual conference of 32 museums educates and informs program participants and citizens from around the city of Tallahassee, Florida's capital, and the state of Florida. Journey to Emancipation conferences are designed to bring a real-life experience to conference participants, guests, and supporters, and pays homage to fallen Negro soldiers who fought and died in the Union Army during the United States Civil War.
which allowed men of color to join the ranks of the Union. He was fighting an uphill battle, but many of the African Americans during that time thought that it was a white man's battle. But he said, who should be free should fight the battle. And one such speech in Roxbury, New York, March of 1863, a caption of it said, from east to west, from north to south, the sky is written all over. Liberty, now or never. To arms, fight. Remember Denmark Massey of Charleston. Remember Nat Turner of Southampton. Remember Shields, Green, and Copeland, who fought and died in glorious mortars with John Brown. He said, remember that in a contest of oppression, the Almighty has no attributes for those who are the oppressors. Just one of many, one of many. I'm Sergeant Major Rhodes. I bring you greetings from the 2nd Infantry Regiment, United States Colored Troops, Living History Association, where we reenact the past in hope of shaping our future.
What seemed to reach like me, was lost, but now I'm found. Yes. Was blind, but now I see.
Wisdom has allowed mercy's hand to stretch across the spectrums of time. A hand that reaches into the eons of eternity. We take, lift your flower if you would. We take this red flower incarnation, a symbol in color of the blood of fallen soldiers, and we slowly bend our knees humbly and with humility and the deepest respect and pride for that soldier whose tomb you stand before, if you would do so now. Release and lay your red carnation in front of that fallen American soldier. Rising slowly but surely, standing erect as we recite together the Pledge of Allegiance with our hands placed across our hearts.
and a rich and beautiful truth marches on. The Journey to Emancipation Conference will forever honor Black soldiers who fought and died in the U.S. Civil War for the freedom of many people.
What a funny feeling. I stumbled over love and set my head to reeling.
The Journey to Emancipation Conference includes thought-provoking information sessions designed to help the 32 museums in the network to move historic preservation forward in the digital age.
But who wouldn't choose to be in my shoes?
It is important to make sure that individually and collectively, the FAA HPN museums are making full use of technology and digitization.
Think it over.
This will ensure the network's exhibits and information are truly permanently preserved in history.
By your charms,
Journey to Emancipation 2023 included tours of the new parts of the city of Tallahassee, the John G. Riley Center and Museum, and Goodwood Plantation. The new art district at Railroad Square offers unique businesses and entertainment offerings between Florida A&M and Florida State universities. The huge rattler at the art district marks the span of a skatable park.
Well, now I get it. Later.
Attendees enjoyed the Riley Museum's new visitor center, parts not seen by participants of the Goodwood Plantation, and Altheme's Pemberton Barnes Park, dedicated in 2023.
Late over in the evening, man, now I feel like blowing my horn. Well, now woke up this morning, all I have is gone. Well, books went to the ocean running into the sea. But don't find my baby, somebody gone sure bury me. Books went to the ocean, man, that ocean went to the sea.
When I first met Miss Altamir, she was like a queen. It's like, oh my goodness, this lady's so famous. But then all of this happened, man, what a vision. You know, she has inspired me to make a plan, visualize it, and just go for it. So I'm hoping. I know I can't follow her footsteps of this magnitude, but I can do something on a smaller scale. So in my city, we are working to reform and reshape and bring back our Black community. So after me, thank you for your inspiration and thank you for your generous nation. I just love you, lady. Awesome.
And we had to take the time to recognize our local heroes, recipients of the Culture Keepers Awards, who have kept the spirit of jubilation alive in celebration of Florida's slavery emancipation on May 20th, 1865.
She has advanced her dedication to service through ministry, volunteerism, and applicable education. Elder Dickey is the oldest of 7 children.
My uncle, he would beat up, put the drum all between his legs and everything. And they had a little groove that they would do with it. And the women, they would wear pants doing that. And the way you had your skirts and dresses on, they learned, when they learned to beat, they would be in competition with each other. One tried to act or dance better than the other while they were beating the drums. They men were dancing with the music and beating the instrument way before FAMU. So anyway, I don't know whether you remember when FAMU first won the championship. If you were down Frenchtown, they were down there with the drums. And they wanted them to, they moved through the campus with the drums. And everybody were doing that dance.
But he started Renaissance Park. And we used to carry our children up there every year until Michael hit and did a lot of destruction. And he's in the process of bringing that back. Also added several cabins so that young people could come and camp there. But the big thing, and I've had to chastise him today, because he had a Traditions Bearers Festival that we would go to every year. He would hold it 2 or 3 times a year with the cane grinding, the boiling of the peanuts in the big pot belly, the collard greens in the big pot. So he was supposed to bring some of that today, but he said they sold out. So to Danny, I just want to say thank you so much and for carrying on the way that you have with the land ownership there in Jackson County and the May 20 celebration.
State and national organizations. 9 as leader as follows. President, Big Bend Building Officials Association, 1976. Director, Florida Fire Marshal Association, 1982. Founder, Chairman of Florida Firefighters in Education. Now, he is 52-year member of St. Tabernacle Church of God and Unity, an ordained deacon and serves as chairman deacon, treasurer, and a Sunday school superintendent. Special advisor of Senior Bishop Leroy Jackson Jr., Assistant Bishop Billy Joshua, Churches of God and Unity, Inc. John has been married to Miss Lois Nelson for 42 years, and they have 3 children and 9 grandchildren.
He demanded that there be more black teachers in the Wakulla County school system. He has helped several students enroll at TCC and later helped them to get full scholarships into FAMU, from which they later all graduated. His home church, Greater Mount Trial Primitive Baptist Church, once leased their property to the Wakulla County school system for development of the Buckhorn Elementary School, and when the school closed, the school system refused to return that property. And it was Mr. Franklin who led that fight and successfully regained that property back. He was president of the Wakulla Citizens Council.
He filed a lawsuit against the Jefferson County Commissioners, the school board, a lawsuit against the Jefferson County Commissioners. The school board for a single member district. He has been a legacy keeper for the Jefferson County by implementing plans and programs to benefit the people of Jefferson County, a culture keeper. Mr. Parrish negotiated with the school board over 20 years ago to make the 20th of May a district school holiday, which Jefferson County is the only county in the state of Florida with the date officially set aside as a school holiday. The only. And that legacy continues today. Mr. Parrish was one of the first person to organize and begin the acknowledgement of May 20th, Emancipation Day, with the parade and activities. During this same time period, the MLK Community Center was being constructed by Mr. Parrish, Bill Hawkins, and a few other members. Thanks to their hard work and the dream of having a building became a reality. Currently, Mr. Parrish is the president of the Martin Luther King Community Center. It's a 501c3 organization in Monticello, Florida.
Her family has done the May 20th celebration for Gaston County community for 30 years, free of charge. 30 years her family has done this. We always acknowledge famous activists, but we overlook activism in our own backyard. On today, May 18th, 2023, I give one of my mentors her flowers. As a kid, I didn't know what May 20th was. Only thing I know was go to Mrs. James' house, they feeding gators, ground snakes, downy, turtle, everything you can name, and you don't have to pay anything. The only thing you gotta do is go there. So by going there, I can directly tell you, that's where I learned what May 20th was all about. With Mrs. James flowing through the crowd, smiling at everyone, music, no guns, no violence whatsoever. Everybody's enjoying themselves, and people are explaining what May 20th is all about. She actually tricked us with free food, getting us there with free food, and she explained, her and her family, what May 20th was all about. So, thank you, Ms. James, for being a culture bearer. Thank you for everything you did, noticed and unnoticed. I appreciate you. I respect you. I love you. From Gaston County, we just appreciate you so much, and I'm glad that I had an opportunity to do this for you. Thank you.
Since retiring from the City of Tallahassee as Director of Smith-Williams Service Center, she has continued to serve our community by serving on advisory and foundation boards to help improve the lives of all. She also manages to offer lectures entitled, Have I Got a Story to Tell? To local schools, community groups, churches, and more. Gloria continues to participate in community and historical training programs at local colleges and universities, sharing what she has learned and training up the next generation of preservation advocates. Gloria Jefferson Anderson.
But she is beloved by this community, by this state, and by this nation. One of the honors that I have as the mayor of Tallahassee is to present the highest honor that the mayor can possibly present to a local president. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise and bow your spirit. On behalf of the citizens of the City of Tallahassee and my colleagues here today, my name is John E. Daly, and as the mayor of the great city of Tallahassee, it is my honor and privilege to present the highest award presented to a citizen of the city of Tallahassee, presented to Ms. Altemise Pemberton Barnes for outstanding service to the city of Tallahassee, dated today, May 18th, 2023, with my signature read into the record in front of each and every one of you. Ms. Barnes, I present you the key to the city of Tallahassee.
To emancipation comes to a close, we reflect on how it must have been to be in the number when Union General Edward G. McCook read that Emancipation Proclamation on the steps of the Knott House, effectively ending slavery in the state of Florida on May 20th, 1865.
I'm climbing to the highway from my old dirt track. I'm coming and I'm going, and I'm stretching and I'm growing, and I'll reap what I've been sowing, or my skin's not black. I've prayed, enslaved, and waited, and I've sung my song. You've bled me and you've starved me, but I've still grown strong. You've lashed me and you've treated me, and you've everything but freed me. But in time, you'll know you need me, and it won't be long. I've seen the daylight breaking high above the bow. I found my destination, and I made my vow.
The drum beat started in 1865, and that was when the slaves were freed in Leon County. The drums were passed down to myself and to these fellows here. And their parents and their ancestors were descendants of slaves in Florida. And so every 20th of May, we celebrate beating the drums. They didn't have drums, but they got the drums from the colored troops after General Cook had read the Emancipation in Leon County and told the slaves that they were free. They didn't have a celebration until the next 2 years. The first celebration in Leon County was at Bull Pond. On that day, 2,000 showed up, and then they beat the drum to celebrate their freedom from slavery.
As the world moves forward, long after we dance in celebration, may we all as a people put freedom first and work together for progress, together as citizens of the United States of America. Thank you for watching.